Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Matt. This is Prime Analog Records, and I'm here to do the Rob Walker, Vinyl Tag 2022. And let's get started because there's a lot to go. Favorite new release of 2022 had to be this. It's such a beautifully well done setup. It's a 2-record set. It's got everything that you wish that's going to be on a Marvin Gaye collected. I'm not really big on these kind of collections and stuff like that, but I had to get this. It's beautifully done. Like I said, the photography in here is beautiful. They've got beautiful artwork in here. And this is another one from one of my favorites, if not my favorite audiophile pressing company so far, like, up there. But it's music on vinyl. So there's my favorite new release of 2022. All right, the next one is Last Band or Solo Artist You Saw Live, and that's Bobby Caldwell. And this is actually it. This is an old album. This is his second album, but it's in great shape. I've taken very good care of my Bobby Caldwells over the years. All right, so their very first album was their best. Well, I'm gonna have to say it's Boston, and that's a picture disc of it, and I've got this one here. You can really see, and I love a lot of their albums, but I think this first one was just hit. It's a grand slam home run, and I'm not the only one because it's one of the biggest selling albums of all time. All right, the Hat Trick, I don't have anything like that. I don't have CDs and cassettes, not readily available. I'm still in the middle of a move here, so I can't dig through stuff like that. So so I have to skip that one. I hate to do that, but the album that starts and ends with the same letter, Earth, Wind, and Fire, E. I think that's what they're looking for. All right. Born in the Same Year as You, Sheryl Crow. That's a great album. It's a great album. Live from the Ryman Theater. All right. Most listened to album in 2022. Well, it has to be this because I have it. I stream it constantly when I'm working out. It's one of the greatest workout albums there is, I think. And it's Chris Cornell's Scream. And it's a hard one to find on vinyl, but if you can find it on vinyl, it's amazing. It shows what kind of an amazing artist he is or was, sadly enough, rest in peace. But he could get into other types of music, and this one actually was produced or co-produced by Timbaland, which is a rapper and an R&B guy, and the beats in here are just incredible, and the way he utilizes different kinds of music and melds it into his voice actually works into there, so it's really pretty incredible. But all right, so now we're looking for an Australian band, and I couldn't think of anything better than that one there. AC/DC Australian band. All right, and surprising purchase of 2022. It's this here. Jacques Pastorius, Truth, Liberty, and Soul. And wow, what a package that is. It's a huge album. It's three discs. But man, is it just, I mean, if you're a bass player, if you're a musician, I mean, you understand the ability for somebody to have such mastery over their instrument is just a rare thing. And boy, does Jacques, I mean, it just proves that he was the master. Another one we lost too soon. All right, the next one is an artist or a band you're complete on. Gino Vannelli. I'm totally complete on Gino Minnelli. I've got everything he's ever done. All right, and then we have surprising artist who complete on a great run of 3 albums. Well, I don't think anybody out there is gonna dispute that. This is the number 2, number 1, number 2, and 3 are all masterpieces. And I think everybody who knows anything about Led Zeppelin knows. Matter of fact, I'm totally guilty of indoctrinating my daughter, because the first turntable I got her, I gave her this album in it. So okay, so 80s soundtrack, Urban Cowboy. And this was in 1980, and what a great album! I mean, if you like country and it's a great movie. It's a fun movie. It's a great movie, and it's and the music in it's really solid. All right, so we lost them in 2022. Olivia Newton-John. And this is a great album. I love this album. I've got a mobile fidelity of this somewhere. I couldn't find it today when I was digging around for it, but I do have a mobile fidelity of this. And it's actually, no, this is it. No wonder you can see original master recording there. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when they first were doing these, you can't do it now. I haven't seen that you can, but you could take this album out and you can see light through it. It's opaque. It's transparent, sorry. But it's faintly transparent, but you can see light through it. That was one of their big pitches back then, about the purity of the vinyl and all this stuff, instead of having it clear like UHQRs and all that kind of stuff. All right, the disappointing purchase in 2022. Oh man, I got to tell you, I was trying to listen to it for the first time, this album, and I love the players on it, and that's what made me buy it. And it wasn't cheap either. And my brother-in-law came in here the other day, and I was playing it, and he's going, "What in the hell is that?" It's like, please turn it off. It's this one here. It's crazy. It's called Live. It's Wayne Shorter is the headline, obviously. Esperanza Spalding. She's a great bass player, and so I follow her, obviously. And this is live at the Detroit Jazz Festival. It is so progressive that it's difficult to deal with. I mean, it's a great packaging, really great packaging. But man, I mean, I love progressive jazz, but I'm at a point with this one, I'm like, pick a key, please. Pretty rough. And there's parts of it that are digestible, but most of it, it's just too monotonous to pay attention to. And if it's in the background, forget it. You can't think straight. All right, so we've got, where are we at here? Non-vinyl purchase. That would be my turntable right over here. This one here. It's a Technics SL 1610 MK2. and it's in like new condition. And I drove 3.5 hours to get it, or actually 4 hours round trip to get it. And I was surprised at that somebody would get rid of that, but he didn't know what he had. Obviously, he didn't know how amazing that is, and that's probably the finest, I think, the finest fully automatic turntable that Technique's ever made. All right, so that's my non-vinyl purchase. Now I found a Grail, and I had to get it from Greece. It's Brent Bourgeois, and I love this album. This album it's an incredible album. You can't even stream this anymore because he became a born-again Christian, and he pulled all his music off, so it's very hard to find him to stream. If you can find it, check it out. It's a great album. There's a couple of songs on here actually have Christy McVie singing duet with him and background. So it's really very well worth picking up if you can find one. All right, now we got. I didn't find a space. Like I said, I'm in the process of moving, so hate these excuses, but I am in the process of moving. I've got all my stuff all boxed up, and it's kind of hard for me to find everything. And I was just going to find, Dark Side of the Moon or Alan Parsons Project, anything that had the space themed album, But anyway, so we got to skip that one too. Okay, so I'll show you some VCLT. And actually, it was a real present from my daughter. And this has got the song Daughters on it. And this is a great album. And everything this guy touches is gold. It's really amazing. And he's got hooks in his music that you don't quite get until you've heard it a couple of times and it's stuck in your head. So, I wasn't I thought he was running around a little too much and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not a goody two-shoes by any means. But he was just having fun being a rock star. Now he's grown up and he's really dedicated more into the music. And actually, that's sob rock running in the background right here, which I love that album. And my daughter turned me on to that. So, all right. So the last one is Show an Album released in 1973. Gino Vannelli. Crazy Life. And this is his very first one. It's not focused. Anyway, this is a white label promo. And that wasn't easy to track down either, but it sounds absolutely incredible. So there you go. That's my my Vinyl Tag 2022 for Rob Walker. I'll put a link in the description for the contest itself. Or it's not really a contest. It's just something to do, I guess. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you back here real soon. Talk to you soon. All my best.